welcome back. So, continuation of our foundation. We learned the chaturanga, now we're gonna learn downward dog. That's a nice one too, again, for strength with the shoulders. So before we go into it, I wanna make sure you have the full range of motion in the shoulders. And again, when we think about foundations, I want you to think about the Lord. So I'm gonna read that passage one more time from Psalm 62:2. God alone is the mighty rock that keeps me safe, and the fortress where I am secure. So just know, whether you're in hard times or good times, we have Him to rely on and to be thankful for it. All right, again, I want you to grab a strap. You can have a yoga strap, a tie, whatever you need. You can pause the video and go get one if you need to do that right now. Otherwise, go ahead, you can sit on your, in an easy seat, or you can sit on a chair, whatever is gonna be comfortable for your hips. Right now, we're just gonna put the arms about parallel to the ground, and notice again that internal, external rotation. Hopefully you watched the video before that. Internal is where the elbow creases come and face each other. Externally, peel them up and away towards the fingertips if I were on the mat. So you're thinking about that external rotation in the arms and the shoulders. Once you have that external rotation, you're gonna go ahead, push forward and rise up with the arms, reaching. So if you're in that internal rotation of the arms, your shoulders are gonna get pinched together, versus externally, you're creating a little bit more room in the neck. And I want you kind of play around with it. Go into internal rotation as much as you can, and then see how high you can lift your arms. It's really not very far. You're closing that gap that's in your shoulder. So with that external rotation, that opens up more space, allowing you to go up and not hurt the shoulders. So go ahead again, playing with the strap, go into that external rotation. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Engage the core the whole time so we're not just hanging out. Exhale down. We still want to be strong and aware of the other parts of our body. Exhale down. Inhale again. You're pushing away and up. Exhale down. A few more of these to get that muscle memory going again of what it feels like. And if your shoulders are really tight and you can't get it all the way up, it's okay here to go a little bit wider and just work on your range of motion here. Because if you're not able to go up all the way, I don't want you to try going into downward dog until you get this range of motion back. And if you're not sure if you got it or not, best way is on the floor. The floor will not lie if you have a nice line. So go ahead, do the same thing. Get your arms out in front of you. And then with your inhale, you're pushing away and pulling up. External rotating on the arms. And see if you can come all the way up over the head. Now, some people might just be here. And that's okay. Again, just work with range of motion then and widen your grip on the strap. So for those of you that are good with the strap being at shoulder width, continue with your inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up, engage the core up. Exhale back down. You can close your eyes and just feel what your shoulders are doing. Maybe your chest. See if your back likes to peel away when you're up. Keep it again grounded so you have a nice long spine. Doing about 4 more of these. Again, inhale. Think of the biceps going towards the fingertips. the strap. Slowly rock and roll your way back up to seated. And then we're going to have a little fun on our hands and knees. Tabletop position. Spread the fingers wide and get the knees underneath the hips, wrist underneath the shoulders. From here, we're gonna check out our hands. A lot of people don't realize how important the hands are. You want the wrist underneath the shoulders, and if you have really tight shoulders, it's okay to have a little bit wider of a stance. Otherwise, if your shoulders, there's no problems, get them about shoulder width apart. And then next thing to look at is your fingers. The middle fingers can be parallel together to each other, or if you again have more shoulder issues, or if it feels comfortable, get the pointer fingers parallel to one another. That just helps set up for that external rotation in the arms. Whatever feels good, go ahead, spread the fingers wide, pushing in to all your knuckles, but especially grounding into your index fingers and the thumbs. That's gonna help take off more of the weight and help the wrist. Once you have the hands where you want it, then kind of like your foundation, you never work from the top down. Foundation is usually the ground and build up. So after you have your hands set, you're gonna look at your arms. Where are your biceps here? Are they facing each other? That's internal rotation. Have them go away towards the top of the mat, or think about them going towards your fingertips. Once you have that, we're gonna slowly tuck the toes, bring the knees up, go slow so you can see if your arms want to shift right away. Pushing your arms away, elevating the arms, and come into a nice downward dog. We're not going into the full thing yet. We're just gonna get the torso set first. So think of your chest going towards your low or upper legs, the thighs. And think of your arms being in line with the head. Pushing away, think external rotation in the arms and then push away. Send the hips up high, and then go ahead, pedal one leg out. And then the other. Maybe you move with your breath. Inhale, bundle. Exhale, send the other out. So some people see this as a restorative pose, come and relax. If you're doing it right, there's nothing restorative about it. Your shoulders are getting a big workout here, and your arms. All right, we're gonna connect it with the chaturanga that we learned in the last video. So go ahead with your inhale, start to come forward with the chest into the plank. Your choice again, if you want plank, or if you want to come down with the modified plank. Exhale, only halfway down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, back downward dog. Opening up through the shoulders again. Before you go fully into it, think of those external rotation, biceps coming forward, pushing away from the mat, and then hips come up. So I'm going to talk you through this one more time. You're always going to think external rotation of arms, pushing away, creating that nice open area in the shoulders. Hips come up, so your spine's nice and long here. And then go ahead, your feet or your hamstrings might be too tight to get your heels down. If they are able to, go ahead, you can put them down. If not, it's okay. Otherwise, you can bring your stance up a little bit more too. Go ahead, play around with it. Just be kind. You want this long spine first. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to round in again with inhale. Come into the plank. Exhale. Before you do that, don't lose what you did before. Think of the shoulder blades down. Collarbones wide and spread open. Come down only halfway. Inhale, come up. And then exhale back, downward dog. I'm gonna do one with the modification. So say your shoulders, this just is not happening. It's hurting. You're getting some kind of pinching sensation. You can go into the puppy pose to stretch it. Puppy pose is kind of the same thing. You're thinking about that external rotation on the arms. Pushing into the fingers, yeah, you can activate the arms. Hips are gonna be over the knees. And then if this is still even too much on the shoulders, it's okay for child's pose. And this is still good. And if you're somewhere in between that, you can have maybe a chair cushion or a block to help try to open up the shoulders and put them on it. So you always want that length, that stretch first before you ever put any kind of pressure or weight on it. We're gonna go with the breath. So I'm gonna do it as that modified one. Inhale, you're gonna half lift. The modified plank, open up the collarbones. Exhale, halfway down, arms into the side body. Inhale, come up with the chest. Pushing away. Exhale, back, child's pose. So you can always choose this modification instead of the downward dog and the plank. I'm gonna do it one more time. Inhale to come up, modify plank. Open up through the collarbones. Exhale, arms in the side body. Inhale, chest comes up. Pushing away, engage the core. Exhale, back down. If you want, you can go ahead. Inhale, come up. We're gonna do one last one, this time with the knees up if you choose. Exhale, you're gonna come down halfway. Inhale, up, forward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Good. When you're ready, you can round back down. Knees come in, cross. I just want to thank you for going back to the foundation. Sometimes it's hard if you're experienced to go back and slow it down. And if you are a brand new beginner, I thank you for checking this out. So hopefully you can create a strong foundation. Honor where you're at. You don't have to go into the full plank and the downward dog right away. Go into those modifications and listen to yourself. So I'm just gonna close with the Psalm 62 verse 2. God alone is the mighty rock that keeps me safe, and the fortress where I am secure. So know that, again, He is always here for us, no matter what need or what state we're at. He is our foundation, just like we are creating a strong foundation on our mat and building it up. He is in our life, on and off the mat. Thank you, Lord. Praise your name. Namaste.